Hello Taurus, and welcome to your general tarot card reading for July. Before I'm going to start, very quickly I'm going to explain the layout. This card is representing the overall crowning energy of this month. Those three serve as additional narrative. Those two speak about the finance, job. Those two about relations and relationships. This is talking about potential obstacles, potential opportunities, and this is suggesting the best way forward. And this one serves as additional commentary. So Taurus, in terms of the overall energy of this month, we have an Empress. And Empress, the energy of Empress is about someone who is not usually wanting to be restricted by the rules of the game. So you might choose this month maybe go against the flow, but basically you're going to kind of say to yourself, I'm going to do whatever I feel is right. And you're not going to kind of, it doesn't mean that you're going to win, or it doesn't mean you're right. What this card is indicating that you might choose to not play by the rules. And in terms of job and finance, we have two cards over here. We have Three of Swords, and we have Lovers over here. This is a general read, so I'm going to just go with what I'm picking up, what I'm hearing basically. So for one, at your whatever job-wise, I think it's job-wise, your ego might be bruised that month, Taurus, and what they try to say is to kind of take a different perspective and don't take it too personally. And obviously, because your ego, or you had some kind of difficulty, your ego had been bruised, you might choose to consider other job prospects, or maybe changing your job. Or you're going to kind of make that decision, enough is enough, that is really your call. But in terms of finances, Taurus, whatever is happening financially, I would strongly advise to be very cautious with money, because for one, there may be some kind of financial difficulties, some kind of financial choices, and those might be on the back of some kind of overall financial troubles. So maybe money could be short or not enough, and based on not having enough, you would have to make certain decision accordingly. So this is about the job and finance for you, Taurus. In terms of the relations and relationships, once again, Taurus, it's a general read, so I'm picking up whatever's coming through. So if you're in an existing relationship, or there is a new relationship, you might not find enough time for each other, or you might struggle seeing each other, or it's just too much is going on to have time to spend together. And then if that is a new relationship, Taurus, you might be an object of interest of few people, or this someone who you're interested in is, actually might be flirting or with other people. So this is all about asking yourself, is it worthwhile? Is that, if that is a new relationship, is it worth of pursuit? Or if you're in an existing relationship, to understand, because you don't spend enough time together, and communication isn't the best, so is to understand that, and even though maybe financially things are not great either, to kind of not allow this to affect your relationship. And sometimes if you're going to be in a mood of saying something, or saying something that actually ain't going to be, I would call it How I call it? I just saw it. I have to just name it. What will be the name for it? Productive. So it's to kind of, if there's the argument, they strongly advise you to not go down the route of having arguments, to kind of stop them and kind of have a think for a minute and redirect yourself. Equally, if that comes from your partner, try to kind of stop to it and not getting engaged with it, because this is kind of it's going to just amplify already difficult situation or tough situation. That is the overall advice for you here, Taurus. In terms of the narrative of this week, Taurus, we have a moon, we have a Two of Pentacles again, and we have Five of Pentacles. So moon is talking about the uncertainty. It's talking about not seeing the direction, the future, and not being. It's almost like you might have that feel of. I'm trying to explain the best as I felt it, as I saw it. That's why I saw that you can see things, but you cannot get yourself out of kind of situation. You're trying, you're doing your best, but yet whatever you do, you cannot get out of that situation, and you don't quite understand what is going wrong, what I'm doing wrong, because despite of my best of efforts, things are not progressing. And that's what the moon, that's what I kind of felt. So when I picked up this moon, and to are representing juggling, to are representing kind of ups and downs, and try to get things moving financially. And Five is representing feeling kind of left out in the cold, kind of feeling that others people's lives, they're better, they have an easier life, and it's about the struggle. So this might be to do either with your relationship or your job, because both seems to be, you might be going through this time where, I don't know, I heard it's about you going through motions and notions, but you kind of, even though you're going through this, you kind of at your heart, you know what is it that you want, and it's almost what I'm picking up, you going through this kind of phase in your life when you kind of learning to know what is it that you want, what is it that you don't or you don't need. So it's almost like you try this, okay, this didn't work, or I like this, so I'll keep this, I didn't like that, I'll keep that. So it almost have that feel to it. And even though you might feel that financially things are maybe not great, or you're struggling, what is the, in terms of what is the potential obstacle, is to understand that sometimes you need less that you think you do. So in terms of money, you know, you might look at others and look, you know, how other people at the lifestyle, and you might kind of feel that their lifestyle is much more comfortable than yours. But then again, it's for you to kind of look and realize that all those things that I am after financially, or that amount of money, is really, that is what is necessary. And it's the question for you, Taurus, to ponder this month in terms of potential opportunities. You know, you're going to have more than enough and sufficient amount of money. This is a general read, please bear in mind. So, but that was coming through the 9. It's about understanding what you have and kind of be happy and sufficient within the amount that you have. So there's the opportunity to kind of recognize this. And the best way of approach is actually 6 of Pentacles, and 6 of Pentacles is representing flow. things that are up and down, and I guess that's what they try to tell you this month, Taurus, because you have this Two of Pentacles twice, actually. So life is ups and downs, and they're all balancing. So when the things are good, things are good. When things are not that great, it's about to kind of look at it and kind of oriented yourself towards better and more positive future. So what they're trying to say here, Taurus, is to, whenever you give or take, there is some kind of balance, and when we're out of balance and financial balance, that's where the things are kind of going wrong. But what they say, I heard about making a payment or repaying, or the minute something going to be repaid, returned, or whatever is due is being paid off, it's things going to kind of fall into the place. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm hearing, but it's almost like they're going to things, I don't know, hold on, drop to its place. I think that's what I heard. I think I did. So that is the best of approach. So it's almost either taking money, or somebody's to give you back money, whatever money or whatever if you were lending or borrowing money, basically, or there's exchange of money, they're talking about the balance. So additional commentary here. That's interesting, Taurus. For you, it's to see things from bigger perspective. I think this is time for you, even though you choose to not play by the rules, and you kind of in that phase in your life that you're trying out things. And when I heard shedding, now I understand as to why, because this is whatever's happening now is going to allow you, or is going to help you, or you're already doing it. Look at things from the bigger perspective and kind of orient yourself where you actually would like to get yourself into, where you would like, when you would like to find yourself. So it's almost having this bird eye view and look into the future. So it's almost, even though all this is happening, what they're suggesting, you have to kind of have this overall bigger picture, and is what they suggest, that is now a good time to plan ahead. Okay, Taurus, that was a very interesting reading indeed. I would like to say a massive thank you for tuning in. If you liked it, give it a like, comment, share. I wish you the best of luck in the month of July. I hope it's going to bring you whatever you wish. And please remember, we always have a choice how we react to whatever is happening in our lives. So yeah, thank you, and hopefully we shall speak soon.